Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me while I got my kitchen kind of ready for fall. And now that it's ready for fall, the only thing that I want to do is bake something. Fall to me is one flavor and one flavor only really, and that is cinnamon. I love cinnamon, whether it's with pumpkin or with apples, or in this case with peaches. We're gonna make peach crisp, and it is my family's very favorite fall recipe to make. So the first thing that I am going to add is a cup and a half of, you can use flour or you can use Bisquick for this recipe if you have a lot of that. I don't have a lot of that, so I am going to add a cup and a half of flour. Now I actually have a bunch of kamut, very little kamut I guess, left in my canister, and so I'm going to use this. I can't seem to find kamut anywhere. I was ordering it from Azure and I can't get it anymore. So I'm going to use up all of this that I have, like my really specific measurements here. Any leftover that I need, I will just use all-purpose flour, which is not much at all actually. I think it's going to be any. Up next, we are going to add oats. So for this recipe, you can use rolled oats if you want to, but I actually really prefer quick oats. They don't get as chewy, which is really nice. And I'm going to add 1 cup. And I'm going to add a cup of brown sugar. And next you want 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. You can add more if you really want it. 2 teaspoons is actually quite a lot, but you can add less if you want that too. I just don't know why you would want less. It's really good. And then we're going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to measure this in my palm. Yeah, that's good. Anytime you're making baked ingredients, a sweet thing, you always want to add some salt. It just will make it taste better in the end, I promise. And we're just going to give this a good mix. And then the next thing that we are going to add is 6 tablespoons of softened butter. So I always keep butter on my countertop for things just like this. I was in the mood to make it, and as long as I have the butter on my countertop, I can make it no problem. That looks about right to me. All right, clean hands, and I am going to work the butter into this. I'm going to cut it in with my hands, and you are just looking for kind of a wet, coarse sand mixture. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add 3 cans of drained peaches. So you don't want the juice that is in there. Of course, you can use peaches that you canned yourself if you have those. I didn't do any this summer, so I am just going to use the ones that I got from Target. I just want to make sure whenever I buy canned peaches to get the ones that are in 100% juice whenever possible, because it does make recipes like this a little bit easier. If they are in any kind of a syrup, they're going to be a lot sweeter. So I can control how sweet I want this recipe if I use the peaches that are in 100% juice. So I'm going to take those peaches and I'm going to drain them, and then I'm going to put them in my dish. And then I am going to take that topping that we made, that delicious brown sugar buttery oat topping that we made, and I am going to completely cover those peaches. I do not like seeing peaches on top at all because that crisp part is my absolute favorite part. So we're going to completely cover that, and then I am going to put it in a preheated 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. And when it is browned and bubbly on top, it's time to take it out and enjoy.